Hello everyone, today we will explore one of the most fundamental techniques in histology, hematoxylin and eosin staining, often called H&E. This method is essential for visualizing tissue structure under the light microscope and is used in research and diagnostic pathology worldwide. Let us start by asking a simple question. When we prepare tissue sections, can we directly observe structure clearly with an unstained section? The answer is no. Freshly cut tissue sections are essentially colorless and transparent, making it difficult to distinguish cells and their architecture. This is where staining is crucial. Stains provide contrast, so we can identify cell types, structures, and patterns that matter for both study and diagnosis. Staining involves applying dyes that have specific affinities for different tissue components, causing them to take on distinct colors under the microscope. When dyes bind selectively, contrast increases and morphology becomes clear. This allows pathologists and researchers to read tissue architecture like a map. Hematoxylin and eosin is the standard paired stain. Hematoxylin stains basophilic structures blue to purple while eosin stains acidophilic structures pink to red. Together they provide a balanced view. Nuclei and other basophilic features appear blue-purple, while cytoplasm and extracellular proteins appear in shades of pink. Understanding dye affinity is the key. Affinity is determined by chemical interactions between dye molecules and cellular structures, like nucleic acids and proteins. Next, we will examine each dye in detail, starting with hematoxylin and why it highlights nuclei so effectively. Hematoxylin is a basic dye that stains basophilic structures, meaning those with a negative charge, such as nucleic acids in the nucleus. In practical terms, hematoxylin makes nuclei appear blue to purple, revealing chromatin patterns, mitotic figures, and nuclear size and shape. Hematoxylin is often used with a mordant such as aluminum to form a dye complex that binds more stably to nuclear material. Because nuclei are rich in DNA and RNA, their negative charges attract the positively charged dye complex, producing the distinctive blue-purple nuclear stain. When viewing H&E slides, look first at nuclear detail. Nuclear size, shape, and chromatin distribution are often diagnostic clues. Now that we have covered hematoxylin, let us turn to eosin and its role in staining the rest of the tissue. Eosin is an acidic dye that stains acidophilic or eosinophilic structures, including most cytoplasmic proteins and extracellular matrix components. Under H&E staining, cytoplasm, collagen, and muscle fibers typically take up shades of pink, providing contrast to hematoxylin-stained nuclei. Eosin binds proteins through ionic and hydrophobic interactions. The result is a range of pink hues depending on protein concentration and type. In practice, stronger eosinophilia appears as deeper pink or red tones, which can highlight areas like muscle, secretory granules, or extracellular deposits. Remember that staining intensity depends on preparation variables, including fixation, section thickness, and staining time, so consistent technique matters. Next, we will bring these elements together and look at how to interpret whole H&E slides with labeled components and close-up views. When approaching an H&E slide, start at low magnification to assess overall architecture, then move to higher power for cellular detail. Look for labeled nuclei in blue-purple, cytoplasm in pink, and connective tissue in paler pinks. On-screen labels will highlight these features as we examine examples. Here is a close-up of glandular tissue. Notice the blue nuclei lining the glandular cells and the pink cytoplasm filling each cell. Now a close-up of connective tissue. Collagen bundles appear pink and fibrous while resident cell nuclei remain blue and elongated. Quality control tip. Ensure consistent fixation and staining times, check controls, and compare slide appearance to known references for accurate interpretation. To summarize, H&E staining uses hematoxylin to highlight basophilic structures and eosin to color acidophilic elements, creating a reliable map of tissue architecture. And that wraps up today's topic. If this explanation helped you understand the concept more clearly, make sure to like the video and subscribe to this channel for more simplified lab technology and radiology lessons powered by AI. We break down complex subjects in hematology, biochemistry, microbiology, pathology, X-ray, MRI, and diagnostic imaging, step by step, so you don't just memorize, you truly understand. If you have any questions or want a specific topic covered, drop it in the comments below. Until the next video, keep learning smart, keep thinking critically, and keep mastering diagnostics.